In this video, I'm going to show you how to pull a hard drive out of a old dead iMac that won't boot anymore. I'm not sure what year it is, but it is one of the versions with the thicker side bezel, and it has the CD-ROM drive. And that's the ports that it has. So again, I'm not sure what year it is, but let's see if we can get into it, pull the hard drive out, and see if we can rescue some data. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off this little screw down here, and this will eventually allow us to take off the frame to get into the rest of it. So that comes off. So I have this iFixit kit, and one of the things it comes with is this little suction cup. So I'm going to put this in this corner, and then I should be able to lift up and pop off the glass, just like that. This is, I believe, just held in magnetically. Set this aside. It is glass, so don't break it. Now, looks like we have some Torx heads here. I believe it's a T8. And as you're taking them off, make sure you keep track of where they go, because if you're putting it back together, they are different sizes. So far I had a longer one on the bottom and some short ones on the sides. So if you're reassembling it, it looks like the bottom ones are the only ones that are these longer ones. The rest of them are the shorter ones. Now let's see if I can figure out. Yep, I'm just prying up, lifting, and the frame pops up. Let's see, is there something at the bottom catching? Looks like we have a cable here up front. Secured by some tape. Let me cut that open. And that just pulls apart. Now, go. I believe we have to take the screen off to actually get at the hard drive. So let's do that next. Okay, let's see. This will lift off. See some cables on this side. And on that side. So, as you can see, there is a cable here. There's a ribbon cable back there. More cables there. And there's also one back on that side. And I'm thinking, if I just pop off those two screws, I should be able to slide it out. Let me see if I can do that. Actually, I probably didn't even have to do that. Nope. I didn't have to take those off. I could have just popped it open like that. But it is loose, so now just to pop off the cables. And it looks like there is probably a temperature probe on this thing. See that there? Pull that off. That's all that is. And there's the hard drive. So depending on what kind of hard drive reader you have, if you have the type I have where this slots into a little half box thing, and I'll show that to you here in a little bit, these little pegs are going to get in the way. At least this one here will. There is not one on this side, but I've never seen these before. But if you look closely, there actually is a Torx head in there. So this should just unscrew. Now make it fit into your little hard drive reader. So I have this Wavlink, or however you pronounce that, Wavlink, and it's USB 3.0. And this one I stepped up a little bit. It wasn't too much more, like $10, to get one that you can do offline cloning. So you can put in a target disk and a source disk, and it will take basically anything from the source and move it to the target, and you do that without having any computer hooked up to it at all. And the back side of it looks like this. It's just got USB, your DC power, and then an on-off switch. And I'm running an iMac here, and what I found to get the best reliability out of this is to have this thing plugged directly into the iMac itself. Don't plug it into another little USB hub kind of thing, because I had things that it didn't want to read it properly, and I was having all sorts of issues. So for this to work, make sure the device is off. Your computer can be turned on, but make sure this box is off. And it doesn't really matter which one you put it in when you're just going to be reading from it. Put it in, hit the toggle in the back, and then wait for it to show up on the screen. And there it is, it showed up. Go in, and if you're not familiar with Mac, most of your user data will be obviously in the users folder, and then you have your desktop, pictures, and so on. So, well, this is awesome. Looks like all my files and folders are here. I should be able to grab any data that I need. Hopefully this was useful for you. If so, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and thanks for watching.